personality driven and we sound like the authority in the conversation. We sound like we're about to wave a magic wand and make this guy a bunch of money. So what might happen next? If Kevin responds, which we're hoping he does, it'll happen in one of three ways. He'll either say, sounds good, tell me more, most common, or I'm good, don't need this. And he's an idiot if he says that. Or he might say, just send payment link because you're just so captivating that he wants to get started right now without having a conversation. Probably not going to happen, but it could. Okay. No matter what he says, you have a robot business partner that tells you how to respond. So whatever Hej Nasty says, you go to AI and you go, yo, Claude, I researched this fitness guy on Instagram about doing email copywriting for him. This is my pitch. Paste in the pitch. You responded with this. Paste what you responded with. How do I move this conversation forward into a sales call? Okay. And AI will tell you basically what to say. So Kevin might say, yo, cool. Can you show me an example of your work? And now you're thinking, oh shit, well, I don't have an example of my work because I've never done this before. But that's okay because AI has. So you can respond with, yeah, I can definitely send some stuff over. Give me 20 minutes and I'll write a sample specifically for you that would give you an idea of how we would sell this offer, this coaching program of yours over email. Okay. And then 20 minutes buys you enough time to ask Claude to write you a sample based on what you know about the prospect and his product and get it back to him quickly. All right. So it'll take you probably 5 to 10 minutes to do some information gathering and write the prompt. And then 10 seconds after, you have an email that you can send back to Hej Nasty. And with Claude, you can write a sample that is automatically better than whatever the prospect was doing before if they were doing anything at all. And you're going to build trust with the prospect by how quick and on point you are. And they're going to want to work with you. Like 9 times out of 10, they're going to want to work with you. Okay. This is why working with AI is the best thing that could happen to a copywriter. Okay. Think about it this way. Who in the world would not want to hire you to help them make more money? You have a robot that has all the answers to whatever your client would ever ask you. You could deliver copy to them that's automatically an 8 out of 10, faster than everybody else. You're going to be consistent, reliable, straight up better than the competition. Okay. You have nothing to worry about. Most of the students I work with were afraid to do outreach because they weren't sure their copy was good enough to get results for their future clients. And that is now off the table. Like it's going to be good enough. Okay. It's just a game of how fast can you do outreach so that you can get paid. And if you can find, this is so important. This is so important. If you can find 5 in 34 million businesses to work with, you are set. 5 in 34 million businesses, 5 businesses means you're making $15,000 to $25,000 a month. There are probably maybe 10 people in here right now out of however many we have in here that are making $15,000 a month. Might be 1 or 2 actually, okay? Very rare to make that amount of money, especially with a business like this, okay? Because most people aren't doing this. If it's you with AI versus another copywriter without AI, you're going to smoke them, all right? And I already have 13-year-olds like Colton who are signing clients without AI, okay? He's legit doing like 3-4K a month right now as a 13-year-old. Okay. Imagine the first dude who started cleaning driveways with a pressure washer versus everyone else on their hands and knees scrubbing away. You're overpowered. When Tony Stark puts his Iron Man suit on, nobody can compete with him. Okay. So let me ask you this. You can say yes, no, or maybe in the chat. Does this sound overly complicated? Does this sound like something you're completely incapable of doing, which is finding leads on Instagram, sending a normal message to get their attention, and then using Claude to potentially write samples and answer whatever question they have about this? Does this sound impossible? Tell me in the chat. Okay, awesome. I would hope not. This is absolutely something you can do. I don't care if you're 16 or 60. The work is done for you. And the only thing you have to do here that is even close to difficult is talking to strangers on the internet for like an hour or 2 a day. I know your parents may have said, don't talk to strangers on the internet. Cardinal may say, don't talk to strangers, okay? You can do it. To make 6 figures a year with AI copywriting or $9,000 a month, this is what you got to do. You have to send a few hundred DMs or emails to businesses with a script similar to the one I just showed you. You got to flirt with them financially, all right? And get 3 of them to pay you $3,000 a month for a service. Okay? That's all you got to do. This would realistically happen for you over the course of 2 to 3 months if you take your time with it. If you take your time, it'll take you 3 months. Okay? For you to make $9,000 a month with dropshipping, this is what you got to do. You have to generate $100,000 in revenue. You have to spend $60K on ads to make it happen, to even get that money in there. You got to spend $20K on inventory. You got to spend $5K on a fulfillment center in China to ship it out for you. And you have to spend $5K on service providers to help you with marketing. Okay? Why take the risk when you could be this person, do way less work, and have way less stress? I would so much rather be this guy. Okay? So let other entrepreneurs do all the heavy lifting. If you're looking for a way to work in the shadows, make 10 to 20K a month and have a better life than your clients have, you're already in the right place. Okay. So now I'm going to warn you, the next part is hard. Most people will not succeed because of this. And you have to undertake the following task. You have to convince a business owner who currently works 60 hours a week and barely has time to sleep or eat to pay you a tiny fraction of what they make on a monthly basis in exchange for writing words that will add an extra $50,000 a month to their bottom line. Okay, it's a really hard sell. Obviously not. Obviously, this is going to be one of the easiest things that you could do if they need your service. So I'm going to demonstrate what a sales call looks and sounds like just by using somebody's name here. I like Arthur's name. So Arthur's going to be my prospect. Arthur's in the chat right now. Shout out. I'm using your name, brother. So Arthur, I'm basically going to pretend is like the fitness coach, Hedge Nasty. And I'm going to be the copywriter and I'm going to pitch him and you're going to hear what it sounds like. This is what a sales call sounds like. So we hop on and I'll be like, yo, Arthur, what's up, man? I'll be like, what up, Ace? We're like, dude, where you at? It looks sunny over there. He's like, yo, I'm in Scottsdale. I'll be like, oh, Scottsdale, bro. Why are you in Scottsdale? I thought you were rich. He's like, man, like, I don't know. I like Scottsdale. It's very chill out here. Where you at? Oh, I'm in Miami, dude. I love it out here. It's fun. There's a lot going on. And it's not nearly as dry as it is in Scottsdale. He's like, yeah, I know, dude. It gets so hot. I'll be like, so dude, so what's the deal? So you're popping on Instagram, first of all. You got like 350,000 followers. I think I've seen you before. It looks like you grew really fast. He's like, yo, yeah, dude, like I did. Like I went viral like 4 or 5 times, like majorly viral in the last like 6 months. I'll be like, is that like working? Like you making money off that? He's like, kinda. I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing with this. Like I've been fitness coaching for like 5 years. Don't really know like how to do Instagram. I just like making content. Like, okay, well, like you have the link in your bio. Like, what is that? Just like $1,000 course? He's like, yeah, $1,000 course. Like, you know, it does okay. How much do you make off that? It's like, oh, you know, probably like 30 grand a month. Okay, it's not bad. 30 grand a month, like just link in bio. He's like, yeah, but like, I don't know. I mean, like I'm getting so many people coming through. Like I figured it'd be more. Like it's only 30 people a month. And I'd be like, well, I mean, do you have like an email list? And Arthur would be like, yeah. I'd be like, well, are you using it? He's like, well, no, not really. Like, I don't really know how to do email. Like I have the emails. I don't really send out very many emails. Like I don't like doing it. I'm like, well, how many do you have? He'd be like, oh, I probably got like 60,000. Be like, Arthur, you have 60,000 emails and you're not hitting them? And these are all like new people-ish. And he'd be like, what? I mean, yeah, like, yeah, I get a lot of emails. I'd be like, and they're all like from within like a year or so. And he's like, yeah, like roughly. I'd be like, Arthur, like, man, like that's a gold mine. Like that's so much money. Like all these people are just coming through your Instagram bio. And he's like, yeah. I'd be like, dude, you have to let me go. Like you have to let me rip on these people. Like I promise you will make money off this. 60,000 people? He'd be like, yeah, man. Yeah, 60,000. I'd be like, oh, 60,000 email subscribers. Dude, I don't even have that. Like we need to work. Like, I think like if you let me do like a warm-up series, like to get these people used to hearing from you and then like an email a day, I will do an email a day. And I think I can get you like at least we'll double it. We'll get another 30K a month out of your email list. He'd be like, you really think so? I'd be like, yes, dude. That's like one person a day. And like, we're going to get more than that. Like just off email. He's like, damn, you really think so? I'd be like, yes. He'd be like, okay, what are you going to charge me for that? I'd be like, well, I mean, dude, an email a day. I mean, it's going to take me some time and you're going to make a shit ton of money out of it. I'd be at 5K a month. He'd be like, dude, 5K a month. Like, it's kind of a lot. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, I'm only making 30 right now. Like, I don't really I don't want to give that much up. I'd be like, dude, you're making 30. You have the opportunity to make 60. And all it's going to cost you is $5,000, like $5,000 a month. You let me work and I'll like, you know, I mean, once you have me in there, like there's other stuff I can help out with, but like right now, our mission is like, we got to get email working, bro. We got to get popping with email. You're leaving hundreds of thousands a year on the table. He's like, you know what? Okay, let's do it. That is what it sounds like. Shout out Arthur. I just closed him. That is what a sales call sounds like. Okay. So here are the key moments that happened in my fake sales call. It was completely casual. And Arthur was eager to learn about how I work. They had a real problem that needs to be solved. They didn't talk to me like it was a job interview. I decided my price and they have to just go with it. They got to go with my 5K a month. And then we move forward and start working together. Okay. And then this happens. So you're thinking, oh, how do I get paid? So you're going to connect. You're going to sign up for a Stripe account, which means once you have this, you can literally just take people's credit cards and put it into your bank account. That's what Stripe does. It takes you 30 seconds to set up. It's the best way to collect payment. Okay. You can set up an invoice like this, where you just choose their email and then put the currency in there and then like what you're going to charge them for. You send it off, and they get it, and then they pay it. All right. And then within a few hours or minutes, that invoice gets paid. So right as soon as we hop off the call, and it'll get direct deposited into my bank account 2 to 4 days later. Okay. And so you didn't ask, but this is what mine looks like. I think this is like a couple of days where I had like 50K plus hit like all at once. And I was very happy. That was a great day. So now you're thinking, all right, cool. So I know how to do the actual work and I know how to get clients, but like once I get clients, like what am I actually doing for these people? Like what does my work look like? Which is a great question. Okay. So let's talk about a week in the life of a copywriter. So Arthur's going to text me something and he's going to be like, yo, Mace, I need some emails this week pushing this new product I just made. I want to build some hype for 2 days and then launch it on Friday. Okay. So it's Sunday today. Let's say we want to go Wednesday email, Thursday email, launch on Friday email. Okay. And I'd be like, cool, got this for you ASAP, Arthur. Shout out, brother. And then I go to Claude and I go, hey, Claude, I need 3 marketing emails for this new product launch. This is who the client is, what the product is. First 2 emails will add hype around the product and get people excited for it. The third one will be the launch. And I'll say the client is a young guy, super charismatic, but not corny. So please reflect this in the tone of voice that you use. Okay. And then Claude will spit out 3 emails and you can use your judgment to make sure that it sounds human. All right. Because sometimes it'll be like, it's a little robotic. You switch it up. All right. Spend 5 minutes adding in lines that you want or subtracting anything from the email you don't like. You paste the copy into a Google Doc and you send it back to the client for approval. Okay. And then you text Arthur and you go, what up, man? This is what we got for the launch emails. Let me know what you love or hate about them and I can adjust if necessary. These feel good to me. I think they'll do well. I'd say something like that. You know what I mean? Just sending it back. And then the client responds, Mace, you're a wizard. These are great. In email 2, just change that one line about XYZ thing and it's good to go. Let me know when it's ready and I'll upload them. Okay. That's it. So like I will send him the Google Doc. He takes the emails, he puts them in the thing that sends it out to everybody. And then I'm done. All right. It took me probably 20 minutes with AI. This is the reality of dealing with a copywriting client, and the words that Claude wrote for you are going to make that client $1,000. Arthur's going to drop this product on Friday, make racks, okay? And I get to take all the credit. So here's what we've learned so far. These are your key takeaways. By the way, check your timestamps. We're not even close to done. If you've learned these things, you can now go and make $10,000 to $20,000 a month as an AI copywriter, okay? So we're just refreshing you real quick. Number 1, every business in the world needs a copywriter. They're sick of doing this stuff themselves, or they're sick of missing out on free money because they're not doing it at all. They're waiting for someone like you to come in and help them because they don't have the time or the willingness to do what you're going to do. All right. They just don't want to do it. Number 2, the work you're going to be doing for clients is so beyond simple. And it was simple even before we had AI to do all the heavy lifting. This is extremely high leverage work. It takes a few days to learn and get good at before you're able to get paid big money to do it. It takes a few days to learn how AI works. Okay. Number 3, potential clients are literally everywhere. And there is zero shortage of money being handed out to regular people with no experience to write words for these businesses that make them money. And now you know exactly what to say to them to get them to give you money. Okay. So the reality, let me ask you this. Even if you only use a fraction of what we covered today, do you feel like you made a giant leap toward being able to make $10,000 to $20,000 a month as an AI copywriter in a few hours a week? Yes, no, maybe. You can tell me in the chat. Okay. I don't know what you knew about AI copywriting before this free class, but would it be a safe bet that a lot of this was new and valuable to you? Yes, no, maybe. Such as discovering that basic prompts can generate copy that drives insane results for your clients, so they keep paying you over and over and over again every single month, or finding hundreds of potential clients in just a couple minutes using the free Instagram search method, or getting access to a cold outreach method that is proven to work across thousands of case studies that will land you your first 3 to 5 clients. Or learning the ins and outs of a sales call, why it's not scary, and how you can convince a business owner to pay you thousands of dollars a month without being pushy or salesy. Was I pushy or salesy with Arthur at all? Not at all, right? Has this time on our free class been well spent so far? You can tell me. You can be honest. I would hope so. And I want to explain something to you. And I think this is going to sound corny, but I have to get this out. I have to tell you guys this. Doing stuff like this is most likely my purpose on this earth. I don't think I was ever supposed to be in this position on this side of the camera. And I was never supposed to experience the success that I did. Okay. I wasn't supposed to be here. There are people who deserve it a lot more than I do. A lot more. And I have spent more time, you can imagine, asking myself and God, why me? Like, why me? Why do I get to do this? Why was I able to success with copywriting all those years ago when I had zero work ethic, no drive, no motivation, while there are people working 10 times harder than I am that haven't made a dime with anything like this. This used to be me. I don't know if you can see kind of on the screen a little bit of glare, but it's on the left, you have me smoking a joint outside my parents' house, super classy. You have me who is ring and rolling at McMaster University after dropping out for the first time, about to drop for a second time. And then I have me working at Eastside Mario's making $1,000 a month as a server, like $1,500 a month as a server at 20 years old, where all my friends are going on getting degrees. Okay. I thought about it a lot and I realized there's two reasons that I was put in the position I am today. Okay. So the first one is to prove to as many people as possible that this is realistic for anyone. And if I can do it, you most certainly can. Number two, to spread the message and put people on, and to teach everybody the same thing that put six figures in my bank account by age 22 so that they can do the same. And that part has been going pretty well. We have Sharon, who is 53 years old, and her first client is a $13,000 a month retainer that with bonuses will end up being $200,000 a year. 3 months in, she lands this. Okay. Shout out Sharon. You have Reese, who basically sold a business because of his copywriting skills for $50,000. So made a bag right up front and then closed a client for $31,000 in one fell swoop plus upside, plus rev share. Okay. Insane. And we have Mao, who made 16.7K for a client and pocketed 7.8K for himself using AI. And then we have Kyle, who got to 5K a month plus rev share. Like after not really being in a good spot, he absolutely killed it. I'm so happy for this kid. So that deal could very well be worth $10,000 a month just by itself. We have Aaron, who's now at 4K a month now. I need to add the other screenshot because that was his first client. I think he got there in I know he's been doing this for a month. This is probably 3 weeks. He probably signed that first client within the first week or two. Okay. Insane. So I told you at the beginning that my job is to create people who are more successful than me. And even though you told me that this free class helped you already, I want to do more. So I have a little gift for you. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want the gift. Okay, fine. So here's why you're going to want this. AI copywriting goes so much deeper than you can imagine. And I only had time today to show you a few short prompts that can handle the basics for you. Okay. I haven't had time to show you how to fully utilize AI for outreach or how to do deep research on your client's customer to write A+ copy that really, really hits, or how to prompt AI to generate ads or blogs or scripts. And what happens if you get stuck? What if you need to ask me questions about getting clients or other operational stuff that I couldn't cover today because we just don't have time? If there was a way for us to work together on this, you and me, give you one-on-one access to me and 7 other copywriters who all make 6 figures doing exactly what you want to do, and put you in a position where failure is completely out of the equation, is that something that you would want? Okay, that's what I figured. So here's what you're about to get access to. And by the way, I have to tell you this. If you think that the gift is going to be a $500 course that I give you access to today, never talk to you or answer any questions for you, and I leave you with 100 hours of videos to watch and you spend the money and never even go through it, you would be wrong. Okay? Not here to sell you a course. I want you to follow along closely with everything that I show you over these next few minutes and understand that this is something that I am certain is going to help you. Okay. So let's talk about it for a sec. From 0 to 10 to 20K months speed run, the Copy MBA inner circle. So this is the system responsible for creating 500 5K month copywriters, 150 10K month copywriters, 50 20K month copywriters, and it's about to be 7 50K month copywriters. Okay. There's 2 young ladies that are going to crush that either this month or next month. The Copy MBA's inner circle is access to all course content I've ever created, which is Copy MBA VOG. You got Freelance Masterclass, First Client Playbook, Inner Circle Advanced, Info Agency Masterclass by Ben Bader, and the Outreach Vault. Okay. So Copy MBA is like a full A to Z copywriting library. It's everything you need to know, fundamentals of marketing, allowing you to sell anything to anyone with written word. Okay. You have Freelance Masterclass, which is me and Chase Diamond, who's a multi 8-figure agency owner. And he offers advanced client acquisition and management methods that only someone who makes $10 million+ a year from an agency would know. Very, very valuable. Okay. First Client Playbook. This is just every single thing you need in order to sign a high-paying client in less than 30 days with scripts and sales call examples. You have Inner Circle Advanced Methods, which is 6 hours of course content. This is advanced scaling tactics. It's secrets to hitting 20K a month. And there's nothing held back here. Every single thing I have that I know is in this program. Okay. Info Agency Masterclass by Ben Bader. It's 3 hours of high level information on funnel building and getting revenue share deals. So those deals where you're getting like 5K plus 10%, where you're getting like 15, 20K a month per client, like this is what you're going to learn in there. You have the Outreach Vault, which is 12 examples of how my students were able to land high paying clients. And so what it is like screenshots or screen recordings from like the first message that they used to reach out all the way down to when they actually got paid. So you can see exactly how the conversation went and how you could basically copy it. You actually have a sales call example from Mao as well. You can hear exactly how he sold, which is sick. You have the AI Copywriter Catalyst, which is 4 hours of content, a full blueprint for using AI to do research, outreach, and client work in 90% less time. Everyone inside the Inner Circle gets it for free. Okay? So this is the module list. You get building an AI assistant, using AI for outreach, researching the customer avatar, concepting content, cloning your client's personality with AI, market research for organic content, and deep dive into demos of AI. So this is like 6 hours of AI copywriting course content that nobody else in the world has access to. We are the only ones doing AI copywriting at this level currently, and you are going to have the biggest unfair advantage in the world. But remember, like I said earlier, I didn't come on here to give you a course. I'm here because I want you to transform. I want you to go from where you're at now, which is not where you want to be. You're probably a little unsatisfied with your current job or situation. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. And you're unsure where to direct your energy to make money. Okay. You don't know what to do. You want to make money. You just don't know how. Okay. But I want you to be this in a couple of months. I want 5 figures hitting your check account every month, a real path to one day becoming a millionaire, not like hoping, oh, I hope I'm a millionaire one day. No, there's a real path. You know exactly how you're going to get there. I want you comfortable in your financial situation. I want you enjoying every day and having real freedom to do what you want with your time. Okay. And that can't happen without a little bit more help, because as good as the courses are, it's people who are going to get you where you want to be. Okay. So you need peer accountability. This is people on the same level as you who are all working toward a similar goal. So it's beginners who are all motivated and inspired to change their lives alongside you. So like, for example, like if you start today and someone else starts today, you guys are helping each other, basically keeping you accountable. Okay. And then you have alumni accountability. So it's people who got to where you're trying to go just a few weeks or months ago. And that's living proof that this is possible right now for beginners. So that means someone who maybe started a month ago and they got their first client 2 weeks ago, and you are looking up to them and you're going like, oh man, you just did this. Like you just did this. Like it's really real. I could do this. And that's why we have the Inner Circle community, which is hosted on Discord. So it's 600 plus active members who are all getting rich together. Okay. But we're missing one more. You also have expert accountability. So this means you have a team of copywriting coaches in your corner who are all making multiple 6 figures a year doing what you want to do. And these are copywriters who have been making money for at least a year, and they've experienced almost every situation that you can be in, and they will personally help you get through all of it. Okay. Experts, people who are really, really killing it with this. So if you decide to become a student tonight, this is what you get. You get all the course content, including the AI Copywriting Catalyst. You get access to the Inner Circle community, a complimentary one-on-one mindset call with a coach, a complimentary one-on-one coaching call with a second coach, and you get daily group calls Monday to Friday from me and my coaches. Okay? Daily group calls. Every single day, there's something going on. Recorded, you can have them. Okay? But hold up, because I saved the best for last. If you go to hirecopymba.com, you would already know what this is, but we are offering what's called placement. So that means business owners come to Inner Circle to hire copywriters. So business owners all around will say, hey, we need a copywriter. We want to pay this much, and we're going to go through you. And we are doing this for free for the business owners. So you're getting paid, but the business owner doesn't have to pay. So it's really good. It's a good incentive for them to come to us to hire more people. In March, we placed 14 different students with clients at an average rate of $2,400 a month. And for 8 of those students, that was their first client. Okay. $2,400 a month on average is what we're just handing out if we have offers coming in. They're landing those clients. And for 8 of those students, that was their first one. We just handed it to them. Okay. Because we have the volume. Does this sound like something that would help you make more money? Give me a yes in the chat if having expert coaches in your corner, daily group calls, and clients handed to you directly would help you make more money. Okay, great. Now here's the problem with all this. Since we're going one-on-one with every single student who joins, this might be a lot for us to handle. I know for a fact it would be a lot for us to handle. If I opened the doors and made it free, we would not be able to get the results that we do. Like not even close, okay? we have to charge what it's worth, and we need to limit the number of people that we allow inside. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So on the page right now, you should see an option to book a call to chat with my team. And here's the deal with that button, okay? Only apply if you really want to take advantage of the AI copywriting opportunity. If you are ready and willing to put the work in to make 10 to 20K a month with it, we would love to have you inside, okay? If you're serious about it. Also, only apply if you're able to commit to actually attending the time slot you book. So what will usually happen is people will book this call, and then I will usually send a text to the person, and then one of my team members will send a text to this person, and they're just a ghost across the board, and it makes zero sense to me. So like, for example, like for today, we're probably going to have some slots available for you to book like right after this. Sometimes people will like book that slot and then just not even go. It makes zero sense to me why, but please only apply and book if you're able to commit to attending the time slot. And if you can't, we can help you reschedule maybe, but we need you to at least be communicative. Okay. And then only apply if you understand that you'll need to invest some money to get the level of support we're ready to give you. Because the reason we get results